Thinking of building or remodeling in Santa Cruz County? Watch these before you swing that hammer. I remodeled my own place here in Santa Cruz County. This is what I learned, and this is what you should check. What permits do you actually need? It's actually very important to hire a very knowledgeable architect and a very good builder, and builds a lot of homes with the county you're working at. You need somebody that's doing things right. Sometimes the most affordable option, it's not the best option and the faster option. It's important to make sure somebody's very realistic with you and gives you good timelines. So I'm realistic with my clients. So it's important to connect with realistic builders that can get you to your goal close and do a wonderful job. Also, you need to make sure you take into consideration what's going on, if it's in a coastal commission, the city of Capitola and the Santa Cruz County. So there's a lot of different departments and things and moving parts whenever you're remodeling or building a house. So you want to make sure you understand exactly where, you meet with a planner, you make sure you have a game plan, interview contractors, a few of them, have an architect you click with that's doing a lot of transactions or a lot of work for a lot of people in the community. So make sure it's a big decision, do your due diligence. It's like a relationship. You're gonna be in a relationship with a builder for a year, a lot of communication style, a lot of moving parts. Do your due diligence so you don't waste money and time, and you have a solid team ready to work hard for. How should I plan my budget with my construction remodel? I recommend you go 30% more than the estimate. You make sure you understand the engineering, architect fees, permits fees, holding cost on the asset, and there's a lot of hidden fees out there. I'm actually documenting them all so I can coach better my clients. It's important to have a good team member that tells you things straightforward and tell you exactly what he thinks. What are the major costs you're paying for this development? Of course, if you own the house free and clear, you only have taxes and insurance to worry about. Liability insurance is a good idea to have, especially if you have workers out there. You want to make sure the biggest cost is to have the material, the labor, the contractor, the management, and also the contractor doesn't really know until really gets into a remodel. A brand new build, it's easier to calculate, but you still gotta factor in 20-30% more if I were you, and I'm learning it the hard way. Don't be cheap, it's important. You wanna build a solid house, a solid foundation for your family. Mario, what timelines are realistic here? I will factor in 3 to 6 months more when you're remodeling or building a house. Even design can take weeks. So make sure you understand the design, what you're looking for, the material choose, and have a good team ready to go and be straightforward with timelines because it's a huge investment. There's a lot of holding costs, especially here in Santa Cruz County. It's not cheap, utilities are not cheap, taxes are not cheap, insurance is expensive. You can't control the weather, you can't control the permit timing. It's because utilities take time, pg&e takes forever, and people have schedules. Good people are busy. They might not need you, you need them, and they have a lot of very good jobs. And in that case, if you're settling for the person that can do it first, don't do that. I've done it myself, I don't recommend it. And a lot of contractors tell you exactly what's going on, a lot of contractors don't, and just make sure you interview them and ask them, what can I expect? What costs should I be worrying about? What are the hidden fees and things you don't include in the bid? Look at the bid, look at the contract, making sure that you're protected. And you can sell to multiple people, fill them out. Sit down with them, go to look at their jobs. That's what I do with my clients. I give them 5 phone numbers so they can go and call those other contractors and such. Any local rules that surprise people, height limits, setbacks, the percentage that you can remodel a house for, the coastal commission, the city and the counties are different. So make sure you look into the rules and you hire a very good professional. You meet with planning when you're learning about remodeling your home or building a new home. That's very, very important to do your due diligence, learning all of those rules so you can be prepared and you can learn all those things so you then just factor them into your investment. What does zoning mean? Zoning, every parcel, assessor parcel number, county or city has a different zoning. R1, residential 1, C2, commercial 2 units, a mixed use, special use, timber production zoning. So learn about the zoning of the property when you're looking at that so you know what exactly you can do. Can upgrades lower long-term cost? Of course they can. Energy efficient homes are important to have, having good insulation, smart features around the house, solid materials that last. All of those details are extremely important. You do it once and you do it right. I learned it the hard way when I was a cheap Italian, and 5 years ago I had this house and I was being cheap, cutting costs. It wasn't a good idea. I'm redoing everything all the time. Building here can be worth it. Plan well and the process gets smoother. I'm happy to share my checklist. The end build, I can send you my guide, and I'm happy to meet in person face to face to talk about your goals, pro and cons about building. I'm happy to sit down with you and brainstorm about this. Don't forget to smile. Thank you for watching this video. I love you and have a good day. Ciao.